Hey, what's up, guys? Today we have the fortunate situation to go on a tour of a blast from my past. This house was built in about 2002, and it has some 2003, and it has some very interesting, challenging, and very unique features, even to today's standards of 2025. So, with that being said, we'll go on a tour. So I'm standing at the front door right now, and when you come in the front door to the left, you have a formal dining room with some beamwork up on the ceiling. And this is back when beams were very, very, very popular. And actually, the homeowner has currently remodeled this room. This room used to actually be a library, and in here there were wall to wall bookshelves all the way around, and then there was even a couple of aisles of bookshelves. The previous homeowner really enjoyed books, but the new homeowner decided, wow, we don't really need a library of this caliber, so we'll change it into a formal dining room. And they have done a very nice job with the remodel on the dining room. When you leave the dining room, come down here, and the master bedroom is very original to when we built the house. Those shelves over there, those came from the library. And so, coming through. From the master bedroom, we come into a closet area with a trifold mirror. This is also original to the house. Let's see, we got toilet area for the master bathroom. And then we have master bedroom closet with a transom window, some nice windows in here. And then behind us is the master bathroom area where we have the sink, whirlpool, just a little area to hang out, casually relax, and then the shower. So as we leave the master bedroom, we will come back and we will go back down this little hallway here. And we'll take a stop at the staircase. Now this is a spiral staircase that we put in. We actually made this handrail. In order to make this handrail, we had to use 3 different rails, and we ran it down the table saw, and we had to keep moving the blade and keep switching handrails because you had to take the blade out and then move the fence, put the blade back in. And by when I say take the blade out, I'm talking about the saw curve. So you had to rip them all so they were all the same, and we could only rip it a little bit. And then we had blocks and clamps on the steps, a lot of glue, and I spent a lot of time sanding this rail to get it nice and smooth. I don't think my camera will pick it up if you can see any of the joinery in the wood, but the strips were no larger than 3/16 so that we could get the appropriate twist, bow, and bend in it to get it to go all the way down the steps. This is just an office area. And then this is one of the really unique features about this house that is kind of crazy, even for today, is the former homeowner was very into feng shui and Asian cultures. And so we built an arched soffit up on top here on the ceiling. And with this soffit, they wanted us to match the floor to it. We did the floor. We cut out a template to match the ceiling up there, figured out what the arch was and everything, and we transferred that down to the floor to mimic the archway and the radius. This was done without lasers, because at the time the house was built, I don't think lasers were even around, and if they were very few and far between. So that was all done with string, tape, wood, cardboard, and our brain. Then we come in here into the kitchen. You can see some of that soffit comes around into the kitchen yet. And have a little bar area here. And here is the dining area for when everybody's eating. And they also really enjoyed natural light, so there are a lot of very large windows in the house. So that takes care of the kitchen area. Then when we come back down in this area, we've got just a powder room, half bath, and closet from the garage, and then laundry room. So that would take care of the upstairs and some of the things. And this was actually one of the first houses that I started doing all of the spraying. I sprayed doors, the windows. We do all of our work in place. I did the sanding, and this is when I kind of started setting doors. And I know a lot of people think that flat woodwork is one of the easiest to work with. Me personally, I think it's one of the hardest to work with because you have no place to hide your miter. If your miters don't line up, you don't have any type of pattern or profile to kind of hide your offsets in. So this is when I learned you ain't allowed to put a piece of paper in your miter. And this is when I learned to set doors. I have drastically increased my door setting skills since then. So from here, I will actually head downstairs, and we'll do a part 2 to this video and bring it on downstairs, and I'll walk you through the basement.